Hey guys, it's Vicious Shock here, bringing you another gameplay. This one's going to be slightly different than my last one where I talked about guns and perks and whatnot. This time I'm going to talk about a personal experience that happened last year or the year before. No, last year. And it's coming from a WDM on free-for-all. This is Core with the AK-47 silencer, and I don't know what perks, I don't really care. And anyway, let's get talking. So I am 15 and I am 6'1" 3/4", so I play basketball, which is probably a good sport for me because of my height. And in the summer, I went to this team camp up like an hour and a half away from where I live, a couple hours, and me and my basketball team went up. And there's this kid on our team that always seems to, he's like the Joker of like, he does everything. He'll say like weird stuff to girls just to get a laugh out of us, even if the girls like never talk to him again. He's almost had a girl holler rape before because of stuff he was saying to her, so he's pretty funny. But we were in the Sussex team camp, and we have these dorms. It's actually at a Bible college. So we're up there, and there's this cafeteria where they serve food to everybody at once, and we went there, and for dessert they had like ice cream. And now we had planned this out before we went, like the rest of the team, and what we were going to do is, well, another teammate, he got X-Lax, the little chocolate chunks, and oh my god. So we get this kid his ice cream, and it's just chocolate. Everyone else is chocolate. There's no chunks in it at all. And what we do is, well, we ask him to go get us some chocolate milk. So he goes up and gets a couple glasses, and while he's going up, the dosage calls for, like, I think half a piece to 1 pieces for, like, and use as you need it. What we did, we put in 3 pieces. So we kind of overdosed him on it. And we hit it all in the ice cream and stuff, and he came back with the chocolate milk. He didn't know what was going on. He was eating the ice cream, and when we finished, we noticed that he didn't even touch them at all. Somehow we must have pushed them right to the bottom, and they got stuck in the bottom of the bowl. So another kid on our team that's kind of a goofball, he's like feeding them. The kid's name is Brad that we're feeding it to, and so he picks them up in the spoon, and he's like, "Come on, Brad, you gotta eat them. You gotta eat them. Eat all of it." So we're feeding this kid the X-Lax, and he has no idea. So it must have tasted somewhat like actual chocolate because he ate it. He ate all 3 chunks, and then he picked up the bowl, and I think he drank all the chocolate sauce out of it and stuff. Like, he just cleaned up. It was pretty funny. And then, see, this whole day we were just laughing like so hard every time we saw him because we knew what was going to happen. We just didn't know when, and he had no idea what was going to happen. But when it happened, he was going to be like, I don't know, but he was going to be probably kind of nervous. I'd be nervous if I was sitting on the toilet that long. But, so we're reading it, and when we get back, we read the case, because we were waiting a couple hours and nothing happened, and it said it might happen 6 to 12 hours. And we had basketball the next morning, so we were just hoping that nothing happened during the basketball game, because then our coach would find out. And don't get me wrong, I love my coach, he's awesome, but I don't think he'd like it too much if one of our players were shitting instead of playing basketball. So we're waiting, we're all laughing. We just can't stop laughing. He asks what we're laughing at, so we finally decide, we gotta tell him, we can't just let this happen, because he'll be like wondering what's going on. Like, what if he gets like a coach to get him something like Pepto-Bismol because he thinks he's actually sick, like it ends after a while. So we tell him, like, we were out playing like volleyball, or yeah, it was volleyball and like tetherball and stuff, and we told him, and oh my god, I've never seen him really care, but he seemed to care. He's like, he calls us all douchebags, like, without holding back at all. Like, I was kind of surprised because we're pretty good friends, and I've never like heard him actually be like upset with any of us. So the next morning, he wakes up at 7:30 in the morning, and like he just knew it was gonna happen. But before that, like the night before, he thought he had to use the bathroom because we got him paranoid. Like, he knew it was gonna happen. He didn't know when. When he had to fart, he sprinted to the bathroom because he was scared he was gonna crap in his pants. So he's in the bathroom at like 7:30 or 6 in the morning. Everyone else is like sleeping except for him, and he said that he was in the bathroom for 45 minutes. And then one of the teammates, he wakes up one of the teammates or 2 of the teammates, and he says, "Thanks a lot, guys. Come look what you did." So they go and they look in the toilet, and it is just diarrhea and poop, and the toilet is like filled. I'm not sure why they wanted to go and see it, but I couldn't tell you. But so He's pooping. He does not feel good at all. He's using the bathroom for a long, long while. Like, I don't know how he didn't know what was going on, because, like, even when we were feeding the ice cream to him, we're like, Brad, what flavor ice cream did you get? He's like, chocolate, but mine had a few chocolate chunks in it, and they were pretty good. Like, he had no idea. I was almost crying, laughing. Like, all of us were almost crying. Like, we'd have to, like, there's a couple times we'd have to tell him to go do something for us so that we could start, like, laughing, because if we didn't do that, we would end up just laughing so hard and giving it away before we wanted to. But, like, I just don't know how he didn't know. Like, it's not, like, everyone else's ice cream was normal, and it says, like, on the thing, like, chocolate ice cream. It doesn't say, like, chocolate brownie. He was, like, so surprised when we told him. Like, I don't know how he didn't think something was up. Like, you could tell he knew something was up, but he didn't know what was about to happen until we told him. Like, when we told him it was at, like, 9, so he was pretty mad. But, and there was one time when it was, like, especially when we were feeding them to him, we were just almost, all of us were just, like, crying. And the look on his face, like, oh my goodness, he was like, what did you guys do? You guys did something, didn't you? It was a good time. Like, luckily he's the type of friend, though, that can take that type of stuff and not get upset. Like, you can do just about anything to him, and he won't really care. Like, but you have to be a friend. Like, if you're just some random guy, obviously, you don't just go out and shove X-Lax down his throat. Like, pretty sure if someone did that to me, I'd probably punch him in the nose as hard as I could if I don't start pooping my pants first, which I doubt that would happen that quick. But yeah, it was pretty good. Well, that was that story. I'll just tell you a couple other things he's done until the end of this commentary. One time, he always had these chin hairs that he never wanted to shave. Like, no hair anywhere else. He just, like, it was when he started to grow hair. Just on his chin, and that was it. And I remember he always called them his pubes. I don't know why. And one time we were in St. John, which is about an hour and a half away from here. Like, I live in St. Stephen, New Brunswick. And we're at this basketball game, and we're on the JV team, and we're watching the varsity team play. So we're watching them play, and then we play, and then after that, like, there's this kid on our team named Colin who always, like, dares him to do stuff and says, you're like a legend if you do it, and every time, I mean, he'll do it again and again. Just, I don't really think he cares, because you're never going to see him again. So there's these kind of hot girls, and he goes up to them, and he's like, excuse me, and they say, what? He's like, I was wondering if you'd like to touch my pubes. And they were out in this hallway, and they, like, started laughing, kind of screeching, and they ran outside. And the thing that surprised me the most, like, after they ran outside, they ran back inside, and they said, can I get your number? Now, I'm not sure what these girls like in a guy, but, can I get your number? Like, want to touch my pubes? No. Can I get your number, though? But I'm not really sure why they would ask for the number. I know, like, some chick did that to me. Probably, like, gross. What's wrong with you? But it was pretty funny. Another time he was, like, making, like, I don't know what, he was talking about type of mint or something, and it was, like, making a resemblance to something, or, like, to his wiener or something. It was so funny. These random girls that we've never seen before in front of us, he's like, do you want a Tic Tac? Do you want a Tic Tac? Just, like, talking to them, and he kept touching them and, like, rubbing their shoulders just to make them feel so awkward. And those were the people that were like, if you don't stop, I'm going to holler rape. So he stopped, and he touched them once more, though, but they didn't holler rape. But they, like, told him to F off. Like, they were swearing at him by the end of it. It was pretty funny, so. But, well, this commentary's almost over, guys. Like, so, why don't you guys leave a comment? Let me know what to do, like, for my next commentary, what game mode, and ask me what type of things you want me to commentate about. Like, would you like to hear my stories, or commentaries that are, like, about the gameplay, or about COD itself, or changes I think should happen? Well, commentary's over, so make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks, guys, for watching. So just make sure to, if you do leave a comment, just give me tips, because I like to know too. So I like to know what I can put in my next commentary, and stay tuned for an upcoming commentary and a montage that's going to come out, precision weapons montage with snipers and ballistic knives. So thanks, guys. See you later.